Have you ever gone through your social media just to find out that people are flexing on their expensive meals? Have you ever felt annoyed when the thing happened to you? And have you ever felt like you wanted to do the same but you can't? So worry not, I have a unique recipe that are not going to be sold by any other restaurants in the world. So have you ever heard of kyaraben? It's basically making character in form of bento. So when people say this, they're going to think that it requires absolute skills to do so. But even with poor cooking skills, I can show you with the technique that I'm going to show you today that you are going to execute this very well. So my sister and I, we are both Japanese food lover, and we also love creating art of food. So one day we try to create art from our food, and our mother, who rarely compliments us because not only does it look tasty, but it also tastes very good. So a little snippet on what we're going to do today is we're going to first shape the rice, we're going to cut our vegetables, and then we're going to cook our nuggets and sausages. So let's start creating art, shall we? So for the ingredients, we have rice, seaweed, and then we have vegetables, which are cherry tomatoes, salad in here, and then we have carrots, and lastly we have these nuggets and sausages. So for the sushi rice, I usually buy this from Shopee because I love to buy them, including with this one, because it is cheaper rather than you go to any grocery. So I recommend you to buy from Shopee themselves rather than buying to your nearby grocery, especially when you are living in an area that is hard for us to find, like me in Kuantan. It's hard to find this type of ingredients, so you can go to Shopee. So, and then for the tools, we have our container that we're going to put our bento in, saran wrap, cooking board, a cutting board, knife, scissors, metal cookie cutter, pot, and air fryer. So first thing first, let's start with the rice. So first what you're going to do is, you're going to, like I've shown you, you're going to lay your saran wrap, and then you're going to take a little bit of your rice, then you're going to put it like that, and then start shaping your rice into a form of a ball. Work slowly, don't work so fast, because this is sticky and it's hard for you to handle. So roll your ball like what I'm doing here between the palm, so easy for you to form a ball rather than roll it like this. So once you've done it like this, you're going to unravel the saran wrap, and then you have one big ball. So repeat this with another 2 mini balls like what I've done here, and then you're just going to combine it, and then there you go, you got a bear. But you're not done yet, because we're going to make the expression. Take your scissors, and then I'm going to do the simplest expression that you're going to see today. So I'm going just going to make the sour expression. So cut 3 stripes, and then just place it like this. Place it on top, right? The rest is kind of sticky, so make sure to be careful. So there you go, it should look something like this. So once you've done the rice, now let's move on to our vegetables. So I have a pot of water here, and I'm going to start the fire in a medium heat, and then we're going to cut our vegetables. So for the vegetables, we're going to play with carrot only today, because we're just going to boil it. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut it less than your cookie cutter. So in my cookie cutter, we're going to cut in about 1.5 or 1 centimeter, because you want it to be a little lower so that it will be easy for you to cut. So proceed to cut it. Make sure, don't do it like this. Make sure you fold your fingers so that you won't hurt yourself when you are cutting the carrots. Okay, there you go. Now that we have the carrots, we have our pots boiling here, and then you're just going to put your carrot in, and then just wait. So make sure you always check your carrots. What I usually always do is I'm going to take our knife, and then going to just poke it until it's soft to my standards. So for example, I have a carrot here that I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut it. I already cut it. I'm going to cut it with cookie cutter like this. Now it is easy for you to cut it, so you're going to end up getting shaped like this. Ta-da! And then your end product will look like this. Flowers. So that's what you're going to get with your vegetables. So let's move on to the last element of our bento, which is the nuggets and the sausages. So for the nuggets, I love cutting them into bite-sized piece, so I'm going to cut it into 4 sections. Cut it in half, and then cut it in half also. Now you have your nuggets. Very easy. And for the sausages, I'm going to cut it into octopus shape. So first, I'm going to cut it in half, like this, and then going to cut in half again. Cut in half for the 3rd time. Cut it in half for the 4th time. And now you're going to have 8 parts, which shows octopus shape legs, like this. Okay, now that we have done it, we're going to move to our air fryer. So when you assemble your food, make sure it's not too near, or make sure it doesn't topple on top of each other like this, because it won't cook fully. So make sure you just put it nicely, and don't make sure they're not too clear. And then what you're going to do next, you're just going to put it in, look at your settings, and then you're just going to set it. And now I'm going to set it to 10 minutes, and now you're done. So your end product should look like this. So all that left is just for you to assemble the bento. So lastly, it's supposed to look like this. Ta-da! This is bento. So you're just going to put your vegetables, your proteins, your rice there, and then just put your condiments or anything. Go all out on this. So voila, we have done our kyaraben. So a little recap of what we're doing today is we are shaping the rice, we are cutting the vegetables, and then we cook our nuggets and sausages, and we assemble it into our little cute container. So definitely try doing so, because it worth your money and your time. And remember, our aim is to flex on other people, because this is something that is out of the world. So what you waiting for? Just try, especially it will be fun when you have a company with other people. So I think that's all for now. Gabate, ja, mata ne!